Hi, Katie, and welcome.
Thank you.
Happy
Thanks
to have you today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I mean, for those of you who don't know her, Katie Dellich is the director of tennis here at Silverado, and is quite famous in the world of tennis, I might add. And we're so happy to have you. We haven't had anyone from tennis in a while talk to us about the program and all the great things and all the successes that you're having here. So just to kick it off, I know we've got a very seasoned and wonderful team that works with you, and I'd like you to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's really special. I've been here for 11 years. I love Napa. I love Silverado. I had been traveling all over the world teaching tennis, different places, and just thought I'd be here for a little bit, and then fell in love with our membership and the community and everything. And I called up my friend Quinn Sane and asked him if he wanted to come to Napa. So about 9 years ago, he came and joined me here, and then we got John Weston about 7 years ago. So it's really cool. We're all besties and do a lot of things socially together and like family.
Well, that's so nice.
Yeah.
And great reputation with our members too. They just love the three of you. You know, I don't play tennis here. I used to play, but I just heard such nice things, and I think it's very well deserved.
Thank you.
What I'd like to do is talk a couple things. I've written a few notes here. And one of the things I want you to do is to share with us sort of what the foundations of the tennis program are here at Silverado.
Sure, and we have a lot of fun with it. We try to change it up periodically, kind of make it like a Vegas show, so nobody knows what's happening. But we keep a certain staple number of things so that people can depend on what's going on. So we do drills on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and that's standing all year long. In addition to weekend live ball, and we do that from 9 to 10:30. Every Saturday and Sunday.
Now,
what is live ball? I saw into the future there.
I'm like,
it's a really dynamic, fun workout kind of game.
Okay.
So the pro is feeding in the ball kind of continuously, and there's a challenging side that has several people on it and a champion side that has 2 people on it.
Okay.
And if the challenging side beats the champions, they run over.
Okay.
So it's a really good workout. It's really social. I think it's a great way to kick off the weekend.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's fun because our members get to mix in with resort guests that are here and meet some new people to play with during that time as well.
Good, good. So you've got those two, which are kind of staples of the program, and then
we do monthly round robins, and we'll give those like a different theme every month based on a holiday that's around. Okay. We just had our fresh start round robin, or attempted to, but it got rained out. And we'll do a Valentine's Day one and just kind of work around whatever holiday is around and try to make it fun that way.
That's great.
Yeah, and we have snacks and drinks afterwards. And then we started an evening one too in the summertime, so that people can play after work or at the end of the day as well, and that's called Twilight Tennis.
Right.
And those are really fun too, and it's really supported by our members. They'll host after the matches finish up and have drinks or dinner or whatever at their homes, or pick a place on property and host everything there.
That's so great. I remember Jeff was telling us about, we always heard
He's
about
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, that's his and Molly's. We heard about that.
It's a great part. I would encourage everybody to play tennis just to get to go to Jeff Lane's Cinco de Mayo party.
Okay, all right. We just have sent the invitation out to 600 members, Jeff and Molly. Okay. So let me ask you a basic, because it sounds like you've got a lot of good stuff going on. I'm a new member, let's say. I used to play tennis. I'm not really that good or, into it right now, but I'd like to connect and get involved. How do I go about doing that?
Sure. We love having new members come out and play. It grows our program. It makes our program better to get more people involved. We're always so happy to see new people coming out in addition to the fabulous staple of people we already have. So what we usually do whenever we connect with a new member is invite them to come out for a tennis lesson.
Okay.
Or encourage them to do a couple tennis lessons, especially if they haven't played very much, just to kind of feel more comfortable whenever they hop into group activities. And then we always have different levels of courts going, especially for live ball. It's a really great way because the pro's kind of controlling the court there, and all three of us are doing it every week, so we can have like a lower level court and different level courts going. So we can get people hitting a whole lot of balls that way really quickly and introducing them to different people.
Wonderful. So cost-wise, as far as I know that is this part of our membership, or do we pay additional costs to do different tournaments, or how does that work?
Sure. The round robins are complimentary for members.
Oh, okay.
And live ball, so 90-minute drills are $35 for members, and 60-minute drills are $30 for members.
Okay. All right, so that's your weekly, your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then your Saturday, Sunday. Oh, cool. All right, great. So another issue that I've heard about, and I don't really know too much, so I want you to share with us. I understand that Coco is coming back. Now, who is Coco? I should know this, but I don't. And tell us about it, because it's a great honor for Silverado and for our tennis program.
Yeah, it's really fun. She had heard of me through some of her friends and contacted me because she was coming to Napa and asked if I wanted to work with her and get something going last year. She is a former top 10 player, and she is from Southern California originally. She just retired in the last 6 months. So at the end of the last season, she officially retired, but now she's getting into commentating. So she actually texted me on her way to the Australian Open asking if I wanted to get her involved in something again this year.
Wow, how fun.
Yeah.
So when she comes here, what did you do with her last year?
It actually worked out really well. With live ball that I was just talking about, we just mixed her in on the 3 different courts.
Wow.
So it's an hour-and-a-half session. So she did a half hour, half hour, half hour. And it's such a dynamic game that everybody got to hit a whole bunch with her.
Wow, how fun. I bet the members were over the top with it.
Everybody was really excited. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I thought it was Coco Chanel, of course. You know, I'm like, Coco's coming, Coco's coming. I'm like, I didn't know. Anyway, I'm kidding. So, Pro of the Year, I understand. We have our own celebrity here with you. Tell me about that.
It's an honor to get selected for any award, and I've tried really hard to make Silverado like a really big program that everybody looks to as a guide to how do I run a good program, a creative program, a program that includes competitive and social and learning features to it. Right. And I've really, especially as a female, tried to kind of insert myself because it's a pretty male-dominated industry, and it's kind of it's kind of working out.
That's so cool. And you were chosen based upon, I mean, what was the pool of, is it for Northern California? Is it for California? Is it?
There's a couple different ones. So there's one that I got for Northern California, and then there was another one that was global.
Wow. That's so impressive.
Thank you.
Our very own Pro of the Year. Pro of every year. And I understand that you that you also have recently stepped onto the board of the Women's Coaching Association, or do I have that correct?
It's the Women's Tennis Coaches Association. Okay. And I met some women just through doing industry things through the US PTA and PTR, which are coaches associations, and they invited me to be on their inaugural board. Wow. So we're recruiting other women to get involved, and we would just want to support each other, get more speakers at conventions, actually one of the women on the board is already bringing a group here late in the fall of this year. So just kind of supporting each other and mentoring.
That's cool. You're just all over the place, huh? That's wonderful. Well, Katie, thank you for everything that you do for Silverado, for our members, and for in particular the tennis program, where it's just a delight. I didn't get to talk to you formally until today, or even informally, and this has just been so interesting. And all of you out there that are interested in tennis, here you go. I mean, warm, engaging, knows what she's doing, and she's got a great team. So
thank you so much.
You're very welcome.